to this disaster. But right now, it's about taking care of the problem, protecting the citizens of Wuhan and China, who have had so many disasters put on them, from famines to Cultural Revolution. Now they have this terrible virus. So hopefully the world will come together, and I very much appreciate Brother Miles Guo in helping assist, so Miles and I can try to put on some sort of telethon to get relief money to the good people, old 100 names in China.
那我们现在最关注最重要的就是我们要保护就是在武汉然后中国大陆的公民啊，然后就是我们要了解一下这个疫情啊它是怎么来的，它是怎么治疗的，然后就是我们尽需要的那些医务方面那些那个设备啊，可以就是尽快就是让我们就是提供更多的给就是中国人民使用的。那最终我们当然需要就是让就是最终有责任的人来负责任，那当然就是中共就是中国共产党啊。但是现在最主要的当然就是我刚刚讲的，就是我们要找到那个就是治疗方法，那个医务那个就是设备。所以我们接下来我们安排我们2天的那个直播那个活动，可以就是来支持，就是表达我们对中国那个人民的支持。
Thank you, sir. You always do very, very important help to Chinese. I really appreciate it. But after 2 weeks, even you do this, I want the first person donate give the China, the Wuhan, the hope. But be careful. You how can deliver everything go to China, into China? Everything is by is Wang Qishan control. They take everything. I have the 5 times I try. Is the 100 million mask sent to China. All the places they take it. They don't give us one piece. So you can ration the money from America, but you how can buy?
They would just steal. They would just steal it.
Yeah, steal it always. Wang Qishan is the chairman. 你就看班东先生，不要看我，好不好？我不需要那么看我。So you need to be careful. There's also today is the way I have the partner is from the French. He must send a lot of professional doctor use the uniform and mask to China. Please say we all use this one. Don't give the one piece send to Wuhan. 你不用翻译了。You know my speak English. So
your English is good.
Thank you.
Very sad story.
So, sir, you need a.
Well, this is why the CCP has to be removed. If they're stealing supplies, if they're stealing supplies and charitable donations that have come in.
No, I listen. I watch you. War room talk this the Chernobyl, the China Chernobyl. No, sir, I totally disagree. Chernobyl, Russia. They not created the issue. They just covered the truth. But this is I think the CCP. They created the trouble. They want to cover the trouble. And Chernobyl is the Russian people. But this CCP not want to kill Chinese. They want to kill America. They want to kill Hong Kong people. They want to kill Taiwan people. This is totally different. Chernobyl is smaller. You always is too high think about CCP. CCP not so kind. Think I want to kill Wuhan people, Hubei province people. They want to kill American. So when you look all the PLA, number 1. I can see 军事网站、军事门户，英文怎么说？
那个 military portal.
Military
portal.
They say America create Wuhan riots. Want to kill Chinese and kill Asian people. They want a war. Chernobyl not want a war. They just kill people. They just cover the truth. Don't take responsibility. But now they want American pay. Chinese die. And maybe 1 million, maybe 10 million, maybe 100 people die. Who take responsibility? America. They behave America. This is the trouble. How many Americans in China? I worry next 3 weeks. China, the social have big trouble is the criminal, lose control. They want to kill American in China. So CCP, look, I don't kill you. I not use the army kill you because Chinese hate America. He's you make the trouble. Kill 1,000, 10,000 American. What does happen, sir? You need to know this. This is a big trouble. This is why CCP they hate each America, and America revenge again to China. This is the war. CCP fighting this. This is the fundamental reason. Please, sir. 切班农先生，你别老看我切班农先生啊！我这是你们怎么老唠我干嘛嘛？你说你 ？Yeah, yeah, please, sir. 这是 why 你把这个就直接就，你不要这个都直播好不好？你有一个直播的行不行？你不要俩都这好不好？你能不能长长脑子 ？Please, sir, you talk, please.
Yeah, I think this gets back to the key point that we got to get this situation has to be resolved in China before it kills tens of thousands of people. There's already it looks like the mortality rate is being suppressed in the information that CCP is given. But look, if China falls into anarchy, right, that's only going to hurt the Chinese people. So we hope that there's some sort of social structure kept there while people can get supplies in, and you can expose the CCP to the entire world, Miles. If they're stopping medical equipment, medical devices, surgical gowns, masks, etc., to getting into Wuhan and Hebei province, then it shows to the whole world what devils they are.
Yeah, but also, sir, you need to know. You watch the China. They put all the people clean up in the village and the city in the apartment. But this the few days is okay. Even longer the 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Can't do it.
How can get the food?
Can't do it.
How can send it to older person get to hospital?
Can't do it.
Then it's the many people is create a criminal. The criminal issue is to happen. Also, who knows the truth? CCP kill some people, and PLA kill people, police kill people. We never know. You look Hong Kong, what does happen? PLA wear Hong Kong police uniform. They kill the normal people. Do you think it's 8 months ago, sir, you and me here, we talk Hong Kong in the June, I see people die, 700, 1,000, everything might lie. Now it's 7,000 people die. Not 700, 7,000 people die. 30,000 people get rest. 60% people younger, lower than 18 years old. But now in China, all the China has happened entirely. All the China, older people, kids, nobody care. You die on the street, you die in the apartment. Who care you? But China see we are the number 2 economy power. We want to lead in the world. We are the superpower. We have the food is the product is make the system. And now China cannot buy final mask. Too ridiculous. How do you think Wang Qishan? They have the private jet, 787. Gulfstream, they have the 100 private jet. They never donate $1 to give the per people and they sick the people. But you look, even all the America and another country people donate, give some of the help, they still do everything. This is the criminal, sir. Americans saying, oh, we need think about the root of the law. You look at Taiwan, Japanese, they want to pick up their people go back to Japan. You see, Japanese marry with China, Chinese, also you have the Japanese passport, Chinese passport, you cannot go back to Japanese. This is a kidnap, this is a criminal. So we must be now CCP. We need to know that all the more the information provided go to American everybody. This is what we need to do. Please, third talk.
Well, I think that President Trump has offered now 3 times CDC, the Center for Disease Control, which is #1 in the world, better than WHO. He's offered 3 times to have CDC come to Wuhan and to assist the Chinese authorities to try to get to the bottom of what caused this pandemic. And he's been turned down every time. I just heard tonight that a group from Europe and the United States may be accepted by the CCP to actually go and start to work on this. But it's outrageous that it's taken the CCP this long. That's taken them weeks to come to grips with. They have to, foreign doctors, foreign public health specialists, foreign virologists, people that study viruses, and virus hunters like Dr. Gabriel Leung of Hong Kong University. So it is outrageous they've stopped this, but people in China should know the West and particularly the United States has been trying to send doctors over there to help out.
Sir, all the people asking me, I think I cannot give the answer. I know the authority, know the ability. Only you can know. Why all the China now is see all the China media, all the China is the CCP control all the media platform, CCTV, Army TV, website. See, this the royalists. It's not from natural. It's from the officially, from the people, but this is from America. They everywhere talk this. Why America? No one media, no one person will say no, not America do this. This is not from us. You are like always ask Miles, even you, Miles, you talk this. Where is your evidence? Where is your evidence? Why nobody ask CCP? Where is your evidence? American create Wuhan rallies. Why?
But hold on. But here's the difference. We know CCP lies. We know Global Times lies. We know CCTV. All they do is lie. We know they're liars. So it doesn't do any good to ask them where they get their evidence from because they lie about everything, right? You are truth teller. That's when people say Miles Guo's a liar. We just have to show them the documents because you tell the truth. The reason that you're able to stand up to the CCP and so many people admire you around the world and in China and throughout the world is because you're a truth teller. CCP lies, CCTV lies, Global Times lies, the news agency lies, every form of state media lies. Here's the biggest lie. Now here's the fact. On New Year's Eve, Chinese New Year's Eve, we broadcast here for 2 days, right up until New Year's. CCTV had its great gala, and they only spent 60 seconds. It was the first time they had ever mentioned the virus, the coronavirus in Wuhan. The first time was on January 18th, 17th or 18th, for 1 minute when they were playing all the stuff from Xi. That shows you what liars the CCP is. They knew about this virus from the first week of December, authorities in Wuhan. And even, in the best case, the senior people in the CCP knew it by December 12th through the 15th. That's over 6 weeks before they had any public affirmation at all that this was an epidemic that was leading to a pandemic. Their own voices on New Year's Eve. They never mentioned until New Year's Eve. It was in that time that this pandemic exploded out of control. And that's one of the reasons that this terrible thing is now being visited on the people of Wuhan.
Okay, William, let's translate it.
可以啊，就是我们可能是因为我们西方人呢，我们为什么不会去找中共那些官方媒体啊，然后就是找他们是怎么得到他们的信息啊，然后我们为什么不问他是不是假造或者伪造的还是什么的？因为我们都知道了，我们西方都已经知道了，中共是骗子，是骗我们的，他们的官方媒体也是骗我们的，这个是我们已经成为我们的事实啊。不管是中共啊，还是CCTV 啊，什么全球时报啊什么的，这些都是中国那些官方媒体啊，都是说谎的，我们都知道了。我们可以就是看这个疫情的是怎么发展，就是中国中共他们面对这个疫情的新闻这个报道啊，可以就是观察他们是怎么做，然后就可以就是表示为什么不相信中共的官方媒体的。他们早在10月开始的时候都已经知道这个事情啊，至少我们可以说12月12到12月15号期间当中，中共的最高层他都已经知道我们有这个疫情的情况的，但是他们什么时候才会决定要公布吗？这个是1月份18号，就是中国新年除夕时候的，他们做公布的时候，他们有1分钟的报道说明这个武汉的疫情的1分钟啊，这个是他们得知的时候，6个礼拜以后 6个礼拜的时间呢，完全没有公布这个事情啊。等到1月18号才是从那个官方的媒体跟我们说这个事情存在的。这个都说明啊，我们为什么不相信这个中共的那个官方媒体的？因为明显就是说谎的，明显是隐瞒事情的。
Yes, I 100% agree with your idea, sir. But now I think American is not really seriously think about from the Hubei, this the virus, this the trouble. I think America is not ready.
Let me say something. Here's one of the issues. The pandemic is, and here's what President Trump is trying to do. He's trying to work with the CCP, right? I understand you and I are anti-CCP. He is a government that's at least trying to work with CCP. The CCP has nothing but lies here, right, about how the United States has not worked with China, right? All they've done is the worst things possible. President Trump is trying to work with him. The issue we have is that there's no, and I have scientists all night long texting me, emailing me, there's no real information or data that's coming out of central Hubei province and Wuhan that people can depend upon. They're clearly underreporting the number of cases. And so it's very tough for people to work out the formulas about this thing. That's the number one thing. But the people throughout the world are trying to work the CCP. My point is the CCP has been lying. They lie about everything. They lie about the Paris Accord. They lie about Hong Kong. They lie about the trade deal. They lie about the South China Sea. They lie about what they're doing to the Uyghurs and the Tibetan Buddhists. They lie about everything. They're lying about, because this is the one thing that could actually bring them down. To the other point, Miles, I think it's so incomprehensible for people in the West. You always laugh at me and say, too high. You can't think about how too low. But other nations of the world cannot get around their head how some government to create a weapon in a lab that might leak out and kill all their people. That is so beyond anything that's happened in human history, right? That's why people are having a tough time getting their hands around it. I think step one is to see if this is a natural mutation or if it's artificial, because we can't find a vaccine until you get to that basic point. And I got to tell you, if it's found out that it's a non-natural virus, that this somehow was, any part of it was created, it's the end of the CCP. They will collapse. The world will turn against them, including, most importantly, the Chinese people. They will say, never again can we let this happen, because these type of weapons are worse than nuclear weapons. They're worse than chemical weapons. And here's why they're bad. You see what's happening in Wuhan. You can't control it once it gets out.
Okay, William, please. Very good.
好，那可能就是那个西方，还有就是我们其他就是国际社会里面的一些其他的国家，他们现在有一个问题就是他们完全没有办法了解，如何会有一种政权会愿意制造一种病毒，然后把这种自己制造的病毒啊，就是感染给自己的人，这个对我们就是西方国家西方人来讲，这是非常非常难设想的一个事情啊。所以我认为我们最主要的是，首先我们需要确定这个是大自然的一个产品，还是人工的，因为我们没有办法治疗，我们不知道这一点呢，我们完全没有办法治疗这个病毒的，所以我们首先要知道这个是这是人工的还是在大自然的产品呢？那以后呢，如果真的是人工的话，这个是全世界的人，还有中国人，肯定就是会让这些人就是跟这个中共要反目的，就是翻脸的。完全就是反对这个中共，为什么呢？因为这些武器啊，比核武器啊，其他一些武器是完全
什么反中共是吗？
就是
反对，你推翻中共还是反中共？
我反对啊，那推翻
这可不一样啊。
我是说反对的。
不应该是反对，应该说是推翻。刚才说的。
其实反对到那个程度，就是要推翻中共的。
这个中文可真不一样啊。
是，那就是原因，就是因为这些武器啊，跟这些核武，就是其他武器的是完全就是更严重的，所以就是已经讲完了。
That is anti-city. Even this truth, they created this virus.
They're finished. They're over.
You're finished, right?
Over,
It's
over.
not anti yet. It's
Over.
finished. Over.
Over.
You sure?
推翻
100%.
They pay you. They
The
give
first-
you
the-
$100 million.
First off, the people of China will say they have to go, and the world will join them.
You sure?
100. You cannot. If this was made in a lab, given the irresponsibility that shows, and got out somehow, and look at all the agony in Wuhan, look at all the agony in Hubei, and this is what people are not talking about. This is going to have a long-term impact on China, the whole economic model, right? You're about to have a collapse of the logistics system in Wuhan, right? You can't get medical supplies, you can't get food in. You're going to have a collapse of the logistical system. Once that collapses, it's going to be a long time before it comes back. It's not going to just come back automatically. You've got many days, weeks, and years ahead of real struggle caused by however this virus got going.
Please.
那如果我们是发现这个病毒啊，它是在那个实验室里面制造的，我们会发现就是不管是全世界，是中国的人民呢，他们会说那个中共是需要推翻的，然后全世界就会同意的，然后就是因为这个证明啊，就是中共的就是完全不负责任的那个态度了。然后这一点呢，我们也可以讲到，就是这个疫情啊，它现在好像完全没有了解，就是这个疫情啊对中国的那个长期的影响啊。就算现在啊，我们不管未来，就现在看这个疫情的那个影响啊，它肯定会影响到中国的那个经济的那个模块跟那个就是你看那个整个的武汉那个湖北里面就是运输那个就是物流那个系统啊，然后那个整个的那个经济方式啊都会有改变的。
100% agree, but, sir, I talk Chinese, I think. 我觉得班农先生说的非常正确，但是我觉得美国就在刚才1个小时以前，他还在给我大喊大叫呢，是吧？还在挑战我们呢，是不是？今天从早上到现在，无数个美国朋友在挑战我们，说我们路德全是挑战路德的啊，挑战我们老姜的啊！我最近我这1星期，我简直我承担了所有的路德和老安的这他们压力，因为外国人不找他们找我，啊，今天他都来找我啊，也来挑战。可是我觉得就像美国人真的不了解，到现在最现在反共的班农先生也不了解共产党，他竟然不知道共产党说是美国人干了这个武汉的疫情，是你们制造的这个病毒，这不觉得疯狂吗？美国人现在还是这个 Super Bowl 歌舞升平呢，还是要证据呢。我真的很担心美国在不知不觉中这个病情就传染到美国来，美国还没准备好呢，那将是大灾难。他不相信共产党敢对中国人民这么干，他也不相信共产党敢对美国这么干，但是共产党就是敢这么干，这才是问题呢。请。
The problem is that no one really believes that the Chinese Communist Party will actually do some of the things that they do. And even today, you could see people have been questioning us from even this morning, as early as this morning, asking me, "Oh, is it possible? Has it happened?" And then, it's not just me. I mean, other people who work with us, Luther, people who've been reporting this news, they've been questioned, they've been doubted, and I can take the pressure off their shoulders a little bit because a lot of them are less known, and I can take that attention. But even Bannon here, the man who is probably the most anti-communist party, still is constantly asking, is it even possible? Constantly questioning. And I mean, you can even look at what's going on today, accusing the U.S. as the one that actually created the disease. I mean, with everything going on in the U.S. right now, no evidence behind this claim whatsoever, and the CCP can throw out this sort of a wild accusation. The main problem still seems to be that no one believes that this is the Communist Party would do, but this is exactly what the Communist Party does.
I think, Miles, it's just given everything they did in the Cultural Revolution, everything they did in the Great Famine, it's so difficult to get your head around in modern times. Something that's as bad as Tibet has been, as bad as the Uyghurs have been, as bad as they've done the suppression to the Chinese people, it is almost inconceivable that they could have even have the possibility of working on some of these biological weapons, and it look like maybe inadvertently it goes out. That is what people are now. That's what they're struggling with when they hear this information coming out very imperfectly. What I can tell people, and you can see as a fact, is that they knew about this sometime in December. They didn't admit to it, right? They came to the White House with Li He and 25 or 30, 40 Chinese came to the White House, CCP officials, and never told anybody, didn't make one peep about the crisis. They went to Davos, to all the big shots, and sent, a contingent of 1,000, including some of the heads of the Wuhan government went there during the crisis. Knowing that you had a crisis, they went to Davos to party and hang out with the elites, drink champagne, and tell people, oh, you got to move your factory to Wuhan, knowing that this was going on. So people that doubt people that are talking about, hey, maybe it was in a weapons lab, maybe it went out, all those facts will come out eventually, right? And we have to wait till the facts come out. But you're starting to see, like, as this video on the main portal of the Chinese military site is very disturbing, right? Because it looks like they're trying to hint, right? They're trying to get it out there that this may be man-made. The one fact we know is that the suffering Wuhan is much worse than it has to be because they tried to hide this and suppress it. And the reason I say it's their Chernobyl, remember, the incompetence and the lies that the Soviet leaders told about Chernobyl brought down the system, right? People just weren't prepared to support it anymore. That is what I believe can happen and will happen when people know the absolute truth behind the Wuhan pandemic, including what did they know and when did they know it?
Oh, please.
那我们可能是还是遇到一个议题啊，因为我们从历史的角度来看，中共在中国所做的一切的，就是邪恶的那些行为啊，包括就是我们网上看那个，就是回去看那个，就是文化革命啊，就是类似于这种就是大性的那种灾难性的那种行动，还是事情发生在历史啊，我们就是一般的美国人是完全没有办法就是设想，一个如此邪恶的一个政治体啊，所以我们现在美国人可能是还是面对这个问题的，就是我们看到的新闻呢，真的是难以置信的，我们没有办法相信有这么邪恶的一个就是政治体的，然后我们也是，我们现在就是主要的是我们很多事实啊，我们还没有完全的确定，但是我们我们现在知道的是。中国那个就是中共，他们很早知道这个事情啊，他们来到美国就是谈判这个就是第一期那个就是贸易协那个协议的那个第一期段的时间呢，不是派过几个人嘛，就是10几个人嘛，但派过24个人呢，那事先没有跟我们说武汉有这个疫情的那个事情在发生的，然后他们也是派了1000多人去达沃斯。其中有一些武汉的高官在里面的，然后他们都是讨论一些那个就是商业方面的议题的，没有一个提出这个就是武汉正在发生的一个疫情的那个事情啊，都是讨论其他那个就是全世界的一些议题的。所以我们现在可以确定的一个事实就是中共很早之前知道这个事情啊，而且完全隐瞒，而且隐瞒这个事情会导致很多在武汉的人的痛苦的。这个是事实啊，我们可以肯定的。然后我是把它相比，我今天也提及的那个是切诺尔，就是 Chernobyl 啊，我认为就是它其实还是跟那个就是当然有一些不同的地方，但是我们可以就是说是同样的一个地方，就是有一些隐瞒的事情啊，有一个政治的那个，它是隐瞒很多事情啊，然后隐瞒这些事情啊，就是导致它的失败。我觉得这个事情啊。会重演在那个中国现代的中国那个就是中共的那个身上。
Last thing, I've got to get back to DC here in a little while, but I wanted to say, come up here and talk with Miles, is that the scale and the suffering of this pandemic was what drove Kyle Bass, Bill Gertz, General Spalding, and others. In the community in Washington, D.C. and others, with the Rule of Law Society and the Rule of Law Foundation to launch War Room Pandemic every day, 5 days a week, to be a clearinghouse, set up a website to be a clearinghouse for all the information, the best information out there throughout the world that we know about this, about what this virus is. We have the top doctors on every day. Tomorrow we're going to have on Dr. Tom Price, who was President Trump's head of the health service for the first 2 years of the administration. One of the most prominent doctors in the country will be on to talk about what the United States can do in trying to help China. So every day we're going to have, fast breaking news. We're going to have Miles and the team on at G News and Guo Media on. We're going to have the top politicians. This is already getting to be one of the #1 shows in the country because people want information. And I think that's one of the things that we can hopefully provide with Guo Media and G News to the people in China. The people that need the most information and need the most accurate information are our brothers and sisters in China, the Chinese people. Because right now, I think there's too many lies that are being told to them, and they need the truth. And so that's why I thank Miles, Guo Media, G News, our partners, and also Rule of Law Society, Rule of Law Foundation, and particularly Kyle Bass, Bill Gertz, General Spalding, and many, many other people who are going to be associated and help build this show to make sure that we're there to help the people of Wuhan.
Thank you, sir, very much. Thank you for coming. Today is all-day work. I know you must go back to D.C. I really appreciate you joining today the broadcast. I think today is very important because we see the China military central committee, it's the website make the announce. This is the officially top announce talk about the Wuhan virus. This is not from nature, not from the animal. It's from the people, but from America, maybe Stephen Bannon and the CIA. But I hope American really can know what has happened, give Chinese the answer. Is it real from CIA as not from CIA? Is the American created this as the CCP created this? I want to give the Chinese the answer, the truth. Sir, I doubt you. Maybe you created the virus. You need to show Chinese evidence. Where from the Wuhan virus? Maybe it's Black Hand Stephen Bannon. I doubt you, sir. You need to give me evidence.
I told you.
They say you Black Hand.
I tell Miles we have to give evidence for everything. He's absolutely correct. We'll have to give evidence.
They say, yeah, you need to give evidence.
Yeah.
CCP, top website, #1. The more important the CCTV. This military never talk about any ridiculous. This is seriously.
I think that, listen, the very disturbing thing, and I'm having people look at it right now, the fact that they're saying it's not in nature, but it's man-made. And here's why that's a problem for two things. #1, it shows that people actually were in back of this.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it makes a vaccine that much harder to find because these things are made into weapons so that you can't cure them.
Yeah.
You can't get vaccines. So this is a very disturbing development.
I think, sir, this is not ridiculous. After we to their broadcast, all the Chinese think, I think now many Chinese believe CCP, the army talk. This is the virus is from the people make, not from animal, but it's from CIA. So see, Americans want to kill Chinese. So this is the DNA, the full DNA is the from the citing from American CIA. Chinese need American give the evidence, give the answer.
I think the easiest evidence to give will be if it is man-made, and we hope it's not. We do hope it is something in nature because that'll make this pandemic easier to. But if it is, it came out of that laboratory in Wuhan. And that laboratory in Wuhan, 100% is CCP. That lab, there's the probability that you have the center of a pandemic.
I don't believe you. I don't believe American. I need American give evidence.
We'll give evidence.
Where from the virus? Where from the virus? I need to give Chinese the answer.
I give Miles such hard time about G News about we have to have backup so that he doesn't get attacked. He doesn't get attacked in the media as strongly as he gets attacked. That we have to back up everything. But you're absolutely correct. It's absolutely. I think, but this is what's so disturbing, and this is why I hope what the military is saying is not true. I hope it's not true that this had anything to do with a lab or anything to do with man-made.
You're too high.
I'm too high because here's why. we're going to get to a quicker solution for the citizens of Wuhan and the Chinese people who are doing the most suffering. Remember, right now it's spreading throughout every nation on earth. I think there's 24, 25 nations, but the cases are relatively small. And since the world's health community got on top of it, like if the CCP had gotten on top of this in the first week of December, you could have contained it. But they didn't. Because of their incompetence and their lies, they waited all the way through until January, until they were exposed. That's when you saw the big movements. Once the world knew something, that's when they felt they had to move. The reason the rest of the world's been able to at least keep it down to date is that they were alerted to this and knew about it, and they could do that. But we hope, and I hope what the military is saying is not correct, because if it is designed, if it is made through the hands of man, if nature's been tweaked to essentially weaponize this, it is going to be much, much more difficult to find a vaccine. And right now, the only thing we have going for us is what's happening in China is what they call social separation or quarantine. And as you've mentioned, Miles, it's only so long that people in Wuhan can take that. The infrastructure, the logistics system, how food is distributed, energy is distributed, medical services is distributed, how doctors and nurses perform. The poor nurses in Hong Kong have gone on strike until Carrie Lam closes the borders, because they're getting, they're so potentially worried about what could happen. The nurses in Wuhan, we get photos every day. They're collapsing on the floor in those hazmat suits because they're working 24 hours to try to save people. This can't go on it can't go on forever. There's going to be a stop point where it just collapses. And that's why I hope and I pray that this is just as bad as it is coming out of nature, that it is natural and not man-made, because if it's man-made, if it's man-made, not just Wuhan has a problem, the whole world has a problem.
Sir, last I give you, under the program, I give you a suggestion. Root of the society, you remember, is the Luda. Luda is big hero now. Him is the big Persia. Him with you before interview you Mr. Jiang from Canada, also from Australia. Interview you is the Mr. An Hong.
Yes.
They are do good job. They always since the December 17 is talk about the Wuhan virus. It's not from natural.
Yes.
It's from the PLA. They talk a lot. They get a big pressure. I think even after this, really is the final evidence. PLA created this virus. They can get the Nobel 奖. Nobel Bill. Yeah, I think
they can get no what?
Nobel Prize.
Nobel Prize. Yes, seriously. There, and maybe including you, sir, is including you. Seriously, sir, seriously now, America, no serious think this is a big trouble. In my life, this year I'm 50 years old. Even Cultural Revolution, Tiananmen Square, China have the earthquake, big trouble. Never see China army side talk this. All the websites talk about America created the Wuhan virus, kill Chinese. American, nobody talk anything. Or you and all the American get 1 mile school, give me evidence. Give me evidence. You don't ask me. You need to talk to PLA. Also, Chinese need you give answer, give evidence. I hope you, sir, after this is the broadcast, you need to send the video. We put a subtitle. Many people, many friends work. It's very hard. You need to send it to countries, White House, Paragons. Okay.
Well, it's ridiculous. First off, the United States is a signatory to many, many treaties, and you have inspections. The labs are in Europe, the labs in the United States. These labs are totally monitored. The question of the potential for the Wuhan came out of Canada with a Chinese scientist that may have taken a virus to start off with. But these other labs are completely monitored all the time. You got other nations of the world in there monitoring. The Wuhan lab has been a lab that people have had questions about from the very beginning, and they have this Chinese scientist that was CCP that was in Canada. Now, look, we hope that's not true. Like I said, as bad as this virus is, we want it to be from nature. You don't want it to be man-made, because just the even concept that this thing would be conceived is beyond comprehension.
Yes, sir. So Gladys, after the broadcast, you need to send it to media, 390 people, all of the videos, okay, all the articles, send all the people. So I hope you, sir, you're in the war room tomorrow. Talk
Yes.
videos.
We're gonna show, I'm gonna show. I got the video. I've already. So
You
we're
got
gonna
the
show.
video, right?
Yeah.
You got the video.
We already have it. We're being.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
taking that. We're gonna show.
You
it.
need to seriously ask America.
How long is it? 8 minutes.
Right, 8 minutes. This is very important. War room. You need to say this is China military #1 website. It's only Xi Jinping can make the decisions. They can talk this. Even Xi Jinping don't say yes. He's a vice chairman. No
Can we get?
capability, authority to this.
Can we have to get the? Can we get that to Bill Gertz tonight too?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have Gertz on.
390的 media also send to this. 现在那个视频还有吗？我接下来的视频先开始放。放的时候，班农先生要走了，我送行，我回来我再放完视频我再讲。刚才下载了新的，剩下开始。我们继续放一下视频，放3分钟就可以了。班农先生走了，我继续讲。对了，共贼承认是人工合成的了，没错了，没错了啊！怎么每个人都是没有声音呢？咋回事啊？保安呢？Yeah, so we have another video, 3 minutes. Then after you can go there. So really appreciate you coming.
No problem.
This is a big time, brother.
This is the biggest. This is the biggest thing going.
If you don't prepare, it's a big trouble. America needs seriously.
Oh, can I announce the early returns on of Iowa caucus?
Yeah. What?
Number 1, early preliminary studies, preliminary first early round. Bernie Sanders up by 4%. The poll shows Bernie Sanders 4%, Joe Biden, who's pro-CCP, in 4th place.
Please. Yeah, sir. I told you my principle. I never like joining American politics, but I guarantee you, because, sir, do you forgot you owed me $1 million?
I thought you gave me one.
No, you look at my video.
Losing weight.
I say, Trump, before Trump got impeached, everybody asked me, I say, definitely get impeached, but definitely no successful.
Yeah.
Right? Also, I say.
But I didn't take that bet. I say be acquitted.
Yeah. This is you big.
No. Hold on.
Impeach you big hope. I know you. You can help president. No war room impeach the program. Trump president big trouble.
Big trouble.
Now it's big hope. It's a very good job. I trust you.
That's what we did. That's what we did.
This is why you give me $1 million bonus me.
That's what we did. Pandemic.
Yeah.
That's what pandemic.
I say all the Chinese war room China. This
War room.
Must be successful again.
War room. China is coming right after war room pandemic. We're gonna start with pandemic because we believe today every focus on China should be on the Chinese people in this pandemic. As soon as the pandemic eases, we're going to flip to war room China, and that's every day looking at CCP and their activities throughout the world.
Yeah, this is very important, brother. You have
we
17
won't
million
be that
people.
high. We'll be a little low.
You have 17 million people watch you. 2 days ago, I in the President Trump's dinner, all the people, thousands of people, everybody with me talk to you war room. Everybody say Stephen Bannon is doing amazing job, unbelievable. Everybody see is big hope Trump president win. I've never joined him at the party at first time. Because him happy. He say, Miles, you must be joining this. You need President Trump really happy. One day is when the President election. Second is 2 days ago because they take down the impeach. Yes. By you. I hope
we were a small part.
No. You're so humble, brother.
Miles, you guys helped us.
You don't give Chinese. We are a nationality, all the China and America about the Wuhan the truth. You defeat. You need to find out the truth. You need big win. So I like this. Another side, I want you to know, sir. All in the Mar-a-Lago people talk to you. War about China, you see, Bannon is #1 important west of the world. Talk about the CCP, the truth. Many people before don't love you, don't like you. Now everybody love you because you are go another level, not only in America. You make all the rest of the world, Christian religion, Catholic, know about the East side, CCP the evil, CCP the truth. This is the world of the trouble. Wake up American people know the truth about the CCP, the threat. So now I think it's very important. Sir, you need to keep more stronger, more fast. Not only talk, okay, we're room too much talking. You need the same, you are say here, talk the truth directly. Okay? Action. So, sir, now I want to see the video. This is very important.
Okay.
See the video, please. All the Mar-a-Lago, all the people talk about the war room. I talk all the people.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh my God. I challenge everybody. Everybody sees, Miles, you so love Bano. I say, yes, he was a master. Then, you know, I look at the President Trump now, is a little older. Oh my God. Older.
Gained a lot of weight.
A lot of weight. Very older.
His leg, something was the matter with his leg.
Yeah, leg is.
What's the story with the leg? He's got a limp.
I think it's here. I think. Oh, I want to see this. I want to see. 我要听啊。
年过的苦他不交些，醉了酒个泡泡汤，你感觉不到甜。野生动物真可怜，这个野味进餐馆感染了这个冠状病毒的肺。死完脑子请死手你的18了。把它叫做冠状就这个脑子全给瞎。新型的冠状病毒在蔓延，动物把人类囚禁到笼子里。老爷爷、老奶奶买不到口罩，戴了个这个橙子皮儿，一点不好笑。变成了这个匆匆不通，你身为数字来了，这个也是陌生人。主人家靠着病毒在前线，保姆把忙活没了这个遭天谴。直升机突破了这个封锁线。过了这个慈善之沟，完成了慈善。红十字可口子不让自己进，不扯的狮子之狗嘴是个领导。接二一放飞电，双回来放病毒，就像雾霾放导弹，这个还得放潜艇。失眠了，这个咋也想不通。双黄连入月饼，说他他妈的更加想不通。本来这些事情我不想讲，就因为我刚才喝了杯酒，把我拉了个谎。
春莹说，针对有关疫情，绝大多数国家对中方抗击疫情举措表示赞赏和支持，对近期中国公民入境采取或加强检疫、防疫等措施，对此我们表示理解和尊重。与此同时，也有一些国家，特别是美国，对中国疫情做出过激反应，采取过度应对措施，显然与世卫组织建议背道而驰。美国政府迄今未向中方提供任何实质性帮助，却第一个从武汉撤出其领馆人员，第一个提出撤出其使馆部分人员，第一个宣布对中国公民入境采取全面限制措施，不断制造和散播恐慌，带了一个很坏的头。就连美国媒体和专家都对美国政府的措施表达了质疑。中方希望有关国家理性、冷静、科学判断和应对。中方愿继续本着公开透明和高度负责任态度，与世卫组织和国际社会加强合作。我们也有信心、有能力。
Okay. You want we 5 minutes we finish. Okay. 亲爱的兄弟姐妹们啊，今天的直播呢，我希望大家能看到啊，今天有几个重点。郭德银是整个的这个的核心的关键人物，郭德银啊。第二个，大家要记住，这个现在共产党已经正式的承认，这个病毒不是来自于动物，也不是来自于大自然，跟这个海鲜市场也没关系，完全来自于人工。这是第二个，你翻译一下子为什么？
So number one here for us to take for our takeaways, number one is that Guo Deyin is going to be a central player in this issue. Absolutely. Number two, the CCP has finally admitted that this is not a naturally occurring virus, that this was man-made, this was artificially created virus.
第三个，刚刚的中国军方门户网站上登出的这个视频，证明了中共正式承认武汉疫情是来自于人工合成的。 但是他们说这是美国合成的，这是第三。
Number three, the issuance of the last article from the military site Xilu formally, it not only shows that the CCP is formally acknowledging that this is an artificially created virus, but it also demonstrates that the CCP is formally placing the blame for the creation of that virus on the United States.
最后一条，第4条，所有的现在武汉和国内的，我告诉大家啊。 我今天下午得到的信息，目前确诊的、已经感染病情的130万以上，死亡人数绝对超过3万人。翻译，我这等着，怎么样有翻译？
In all of Wuhan and China, it's also clear that there is over 1.3 million confirmed cases of the virus, and that there will be over 300,000 deaths.
那么，我现在告诉大家的事情，这个人传人，现在一旦失控，这个灾难将造成次灾难、犯罪、抢杀、掠夺、报仇，不可思议。一旦在全世界扩展开来，后果无法想象。
And once we see the person-to-person spread of this virus lose control, human behavior, human social order in general is going to lose control. There will be crimes, and there will be all sorts of demonstrations that show this lack of social order once we see the person-to-person transmission.
现在在中国恨疫情的人并不多，恨美国的人也超过疫情。现在中国共产党挑拨的中国人民对美国的仇恨，即将发生人道灾难。希望美国人在中国的要小心了，要注意了，可能很大的事情发生。我今天就说到这为止，注意这几个重点。亲爱的兄弟姐妹们，谢谢你们，你们辛苦了。 没有你们就没有真相。现在请班东先生结束，我们今天结束语就让直播结束了。
I'd like everybody to pay attention to the points that I just made. We can see right now the Communist Chinese Party is manipulating hatred against the United States. We need to focus on the 4 points that I just mentioned here for the latest that's been occurring with the issue in Wuhan. And I would invite Mr. Bannon here to add his final thoughts before we end our broadcast.
The final thoughts is I hope And I pray that the numbers that Miles just talked about are not right. To have 1 million people infected and this type of mortality rate would be an absolute tragedy in human history. And so all of our thoughts and prayers are to ensure that that doesn't happen. But like I said, the Chinese people have no better friends than the American people. And so over the next weeks and months, let's work together and see how we can somehow help the suffering that's going on in Wuhan and in central China and Hebei province.
我是真的很希望啊，就是郭先生他刚刚说的那些数据啊，他也是有一些错误的，因为这么多人这么高的一个死亡率啊，然后这些就是非常就是灾难性的一些数据啊，所以我希望我们也是有一些错误的，但是最主要的要强调的就是中国人民就是美国呢，现在美国人民呢非常珍惜他们跟中国人的友谊，然后非常希望在这个就是武汉疫情整个的那个情况，我们可以找到最有效的、最好的方法，可以就是协助中国那个在中国大陆的中国那个就是国民。
好，现在我和半泽先生一起为武汉、湖北的灾区的人民祈福，为中国人民祈福，为香港、台湾、新疆、西藏人民和全世界美国人民祈福，然后就结束了直播。阿弥陀佛，谢谢所有的兄弟姐妹们。爆料革命今天进入一个新时段，还没到第3个大门，还差一点。谢谢，一切都是刚刚开始。结束，谢谢。Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Miles. That was
Thank
great.
you.
Very powerful.
Today is a very important day. Very important.
I think White House, Paragon, now